Depersonalization, a feeling of detachment from your thoughts, body, feelings, surroundings, and things in general. Feeling like you're watching yourself, feeling like things around you are moving too fast or too slow, depending on how you feel. Have you ever felt this? Have you ever felt that what you have, where you are, the situation you're in, is not real? Like you are in some kind of matrix, feeling like you're living in a dream. I have. I'm sure some of you have as well. I don't get it often, but yes, I have. Sometimes you feel like, how is this real? How is what I'm feeling real? Am I really in this place that I am in now? And you feel my visual is a sense of me laying like Neo in the Matrix. It's a very weird visual, but it's a visual of laying like me, Neo in the Matrix, with a whole bunch of tubes coming out of my body and thinking, is what I am in now really real? There's a syndrome for this, or a disorder. It's called depersonalization disorder. It's a disconnect from your thoughts, feelings, and body. A disconnect from your surroundings or environment. Being robot-like, as if you're observing yourself from outside your body, as if you're living in a dream world. I don't think mine is as severe as a full-on disorder, but there are moments in my life, moments in my where I've been, where you feel like, oh, is this real? Is this really where I am? And it's weird, but it's a normal thing for people to have. They say that about 50% of people in the world would have experienced this. So if you have experienced this, you are normal. Don't feel like you aren't. In my times of having this, in my times of feeling depersonalization, it's always been weird. They say it could be due to stress, overthinking, and you always think like there's moments where you're just laying or you're just sitting somewhere and it's just like, am I really just being here? We all have those moments where we just tend to be by ourselves, tend to just focus or overthink things at the moment. And like, can this really be happening? But having a complete sense of not feeling like you're in that situation, that is what depersonalization really feels like. Feeling like you can sit out of your body, watching yourself sit in a place, looking around at what is happening, and you can move in the space around where you are. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how else to explain it when it happens, or you don't know what to do when it happens. But you have this concept of, oh, yeah, you're doing this again. Like, it just feels like you're somewhere else. It's never been, like I said, with me, it's never been like a very serious thing. It's never been like to the lens of what they say is a disorder. But sometimes you do feel like, hey, where are you? How is this real? And I mean, being in Korea, and I still say this to my Lancemen sometimes. Sometimes you don't feel like you're in a different country. You don't feel like, hey, am I really here? Is this really where I am? Am I really in Korea right now? And you are. You are in a different place. You are in a different time. But your body just gives you that feeling of, oh no, it's something else. You just feel like you're in a bubble, this little bubble world. And it's like, oh, it could be any time. You don't feel like the world is just going past you. You just feel like decentralized, like you detached from everything around you. And that is kind of what depersonalization comes to. Not all the time. Depersonalization is a severe case of this. I don't always feel like, hey, I'm not in my body. To be very weird. But you have these moments where you just think of, oh, is this real? And if you listen to this, maybe you have thought about this. Maybe you have been, is this real? Can this be where I really am? Has everything I've done led me to this point? And is it really this point where I am or where I need to be? Sometimes we stay so focused on doing what we doing that we don't realize what's happening around us. We don't realize how what we do affects those around us. And that's where I think sometimes just taking the time, stopping, looking around, taking in what happened, being grateful for the people we have around us, the people we affect, the people close to us, makes those small differences. It could ease your mind. It could ease who we are as people, and just feeling like like they are with us in those situations could help you get out of those situations. I always say life isn't as always as roses as unicorns as we would like it to be, but at least they are roses, you know? At least they are roses, and we create our own unicorns. I feel like the unicorns are the moments in our lives that stick out. We have many unicorns in our life. Some unicorns are small, some unicorns are big, and we have roses, the things that stand out to us, the things that make everything pretty, that flow around us, the things that make life worthwhile. And we have our unicorns, that things that we remember, things that stick out to us, the things that we focus on, and things that bring us extra joy. They don't always happen because unicorns are supposed to be rare. So it shouldn't be a common occurrence. But hey, some of us have many unicorns. And that's not a bad thing. We always try to find silver linings in things that we do. And sometimes bronze linings are okay. Sometimes it's nice to acknowledge small things that you do. Small achievements lead to bigger achievements. If you're struggling with setting goals, struggling feeling down, create smaller goals for yourself. Take a look at what's happening around you. Are what you're setting realistic? Or what we're doing gonna lead us to where we want to be? And that is life. That is how we are. We are people that need affirmation. Humans crave attention. We crave caring. We crave some sign of acknowledgement. Not always a big amount. We don't always receive a big amount. But we do crave some sign of acknowledgement. How much times when you've done something and someone else was acknowledged for what you've done, have you, even though you're okay with it, have you felt a burning desire to like tell people, hey, but it was me? That happens to all of us. And it's in knowing that, hey, we actually achieved something. What we did got recognized. Look for that bit of bronze lining. It's always weird that or people who are always thinking of others are always the people that are neglected the most. Always the people that are overlooked, yet they are willing to give all of themselves for anybody else. So look for those small goals in your life. Look for the small things that keep us going and live life to the best that you can. Make those small goals and try to find yourself, even when you're looking through yourself, at yourself.